Zoe, you're awake.
What? Oh, Wonkers, get off me! Ah, what time is it? Wait, where am I?
You're in the hospital, Zoe. In Casablanca. Don't you remember?
No.
You got really sick, and they brought you here to make you better. I've been watching over you. You've been in a coma for a long, long time.
I'm not sure. I'm confused.
You just woke up, Zoe. It must be strange to be awake again. Don't worry. It'll pass. You just need to rest. Go back to sleep now. I'll watch over you.
Wonkers, you don't sound like yourself.
You've been very sick, Zoe. You can't trust yourself right now. Just close your eyes and go back to sleep. You'll feel much better afterwards.
No, I can't sleep anymore.
I wouldn't recommend that, Zoe. You're not well. You need to go back to sleep.
I need to get up.
I wouldn't recommend that, Zoe. You're not well. You need to go back to sleep.
Stop it, Wonkers! Over 200 unread posts. So I was more popular in a coma than when I was awake. Encouraging. Flowers from Liv. No, this isn't really me anymore. Graduation day. I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think. Jama was Jardin de Roses. Home, sweet home. Dad and me in Casablanca. That's me in our 5th anniversary. Reza and I took the backtracks to Norway. It's a card from Karen.
Following up on yesterday's heartwarming Wattycorp story.
Mum, Dad, and me. That was when we moved to Casablanca. Locked.
Has reached an unprecedented 110%.
Impressive, Rika, but who can argue the Dreamer has changed everything?
It's locked. Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels unsafe.
We should be in Dreamtime too.
Are you tired,
it,
Zoe?
Rika, you
I'll
said
stay right here.
No,
Wattycorp
I
has
don't-
also
You're not
announced that
feeling
surplus
well.
profits
I
from
can
the
tell.
will go to sponsor
You're exhausted.
for children in
I
need
don't know
worldwide,
what's wrong, but it's not. It's
opportunity to
you,
escape the
Wonkers.
dreary,
You're all wrong.
life of endless
That
joy
hurts my
and
feelings.
happiness inside Dreamtime.
Outstanding.
Just another reason why Wattycorp is our favourite corporation, Marek.
Someone will
Even
be
paying
with you
us to say
shortly.
that.
It's locked. Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels... You don't...
Seriously,
You're
things
imagining
are
things.
great. They
Sleeping
are
will
so,
help you
so
feel better.
No.
Just trust us on that.
Those vitals aren't too bad.
Why don't you go back to sleep, Zoe? You'll feel much better if you do.
Maybe Wonkers is right. There's something very wrong. I've slept enough.
Thanks for joining us. Things are generally going very well today. Wouldn't you say so, Marek?
Incredibly well, Rika. We'll
It's
soon be out of
locked.
jobs, the both of us.
What? This must go into the hospital hallway.
Wouldn't mind one bit, Marek. Following
Locked.
up on yesterday's
All that beach and sunshine, and I'm locked inside.
Everyone's favourite dream machine has announced that customer satisfaction has reached an unprecedented 110%.
Impressive, Rika, but who can argue the Dreamer has changed everything?
An end to war, an end to violence, an end to poverty. What are we doing here, Marek?
No,
We should be in
this
Dreamtime.
isn't really me anymore.
Rika, you said it.
Wattycorp has also announced that surplus profits from the Dream Machine will go to sponsoring
Thinking
free
of you.
dreamers for children in
I would hope so. It's from Reza.
giving them the opportunity to escape
Thinking
their
of
dreary,
you.
pointless existence
I would hope so.
of endless joy and happiness inside Dreamtime.
Your call has been registered.
Outstanding.
We will send
Just
someone to your
another
room
reason why
as soon as
Wattycorp is our
possible.
favourite corporation.
Not
Marek.
being in a coma probably helps.
That.
Good old Wonkers. For as long as I can remember, he's been there for me. Like a surrogate sibling and guardian. Best gift ever. But
Good.
there's
Just trust us.
something not quite right. It's locked. Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels unsafe.
All nurses are currently busy. Please wait for the next
You
available
don't
nurse.
sound right.
You're imagining things, Zoe. You're very, very tired. Sleeping will help you feel better. You should go back to sleep. Just for a little while.
No. Get well, get better, please wake up, hope you recover, don't die. Where's that book you borrowed? Come back to us, all our love. Where were these people before my coma? I spent my 21st birthday in a coma. That's just sad. Thinking of you. I would hope so.
Thanks for joining us. Things are generally going very
Locked.
well today. Wouldn't you
Dad's
say
been
so?
away a lot. We always talk 5 years together. Almost hard to believe. Things have been rocky between us from time to time. It's amazing that we lasted this long.
But Dream Machine has announced that customer satisfaction has reached an unprecedented
I'm
110%.
sorry, but everyone's frightfully busy.
Impressive, Rika,
Your
but who can
patience is
argue the Dreamer has
appreciated.
changed everything?
An end to war, an end to
Stop
violence,
pushing that button.
an end to poverty.
We won't get you
What are
any
we doing
quicker,
here,
even
Mary?
if you keep
We should be
pushing
in
it.
dream time too.
You said it, Rika, you said it.
Stop.
Washington
Please
Corp
stop.
has also announced that surplus profits from the Dream Machine
Someone
will
will
go
be
to
with you
sponsoring free
shortly.
dreamers for children in need worldwide, giving them the opportunity to
Your call
escape
has
their
been
dreary,
registered.
pointless
We will
existence
send
for a
someone
life
to
of
your
endless
room as
joy
soon as
and
possible.
happiness inside Dreamtime.
Outstanding.
Just another reason why Watty Corp is our favourite corporation, Marek. And they're not even paying us to say
It's
that.
locked. Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels unsafe. Hola, sweetie. I hope these flowers will brighten your day. Love, live. That's cute. You
Very
don't
good.
sound...
Just trust
You're
us.
imagining sleeping.
No. The Atlantic Ocean looks perfectly serene from here. When the megastorms aren't raging, of course, then not so much. Thinking of you. I would hope so.
All nurses are currently busy. Please
Thinking
wait for
of
the
you.
next available nurse.
I would hope so.
I'm sorry, but everyone's frightfully
Thinking
busy.
of you.
Your patience
I would
is
hope so.
appreciated. Stop pushing that button.
I'm so
We
happy
won't
to have
get you
Olivia
any
Del
quicker,
Marco in
even
my...
if you
Thinking
keep
of
pushing
you.
it.
I would hope so. Cape Town University. I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. It's locked. Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels locked. All that beach and sunshine, and I'm locked inside. Casablanca's a great place to grow up. Such an interesting mix of cultures, and very safe and clean. But I'll have to move at some point if I want a career in pioneering. No, this isn't really me anymore.
Why don't you go back to sleep, Zoe? You'll feel much better if you do.
There's something very wrong about this, and if I go to sleep again, maybe Wonkers is right. Maybe I'll feel better if I take a nap. There's something very wrong about this, and if I go to sleep again... I've slept enough.
Stop. Please stop.
Thinking of you. I would hope so. I guess he stops by often. I mean, of course he does. This must go into the hospital hallway. It's locked. Why on earth would they lock a hospital? This must go into the hospital hallway.
Why don't you go back to sleep, Zoe? You'll feel much better if you do.
Maybe one. Okay.
Wake up, Zoe. You must wake up. Come on, Zoe, get up. This place isn't real. You need to get out.
Was that April?
Someone will
Hey,
be
a
with you
message from
shortly.
Emma. Oh, when was the last time I visited her shop? That was ages ago. Did it close down? I remember something about... what just happened? Jama sent me something. Knowing her, it's probably a list of exercises to get me back in the gym. It's from Reza. Thinking of you. I would hope so. Something happened to her. To live. Something terrible. Okay, that was not just in my head. Something's definitely going on. No, this isn't really me anymore. It's locked. Why? I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think. Jama was so proud. Prouder than my dad, perhaps. Definitely prouder than me.
For both of us.
I remember feeling like the end of my bioengineering degree was impossibly far away. I can't believe... Maybe I'll go back to Cape Town. I remember that day. We had one of our dad and daughter days. We walked around exploring the city. Those vitals aren't too bad.
The Dreamer has changed everything.
Your call has been
An end to
registered.
war, an
We
end
will
to
send
violence,
someone to your
an
room
end
as
to
soon as
poverty.
possible.
What are we doing?
I remember
here,
we
Barry?
stayed
What
at
are you
the...
doing time?
What was the name of that place again? And where was it? I don't remember any of it.
Giving them the
Shit.
opportunity to escape.
Am I losing my mind, or is reality glitching?
Inside Dreamtime.
Outstanding.
It's weird, but I remember nothing from the trip, aside from talking to Reza about it and this photo. We were there, and we've been together for 5 years. Haven't we? Now I'm officially freaked out.
But seriously, things are great. They are so, so good. Just trust us on that.
This must have been Sandy Bay. Mum and Dad were always moving when I was growing up, because of their jobs. This must have been the... I remember falling in love with the place as soon as we... There were so many hiding places. Me, and when she came after me, she would stomp her feet and shout. What was it? I don't actually remember her voice that well. Or her face. Or that she was there with Dad and me. Karen's nice. She's been a good friend, and she makes great coffee. Mum was... She wasn't... Where was she? This must go into the hospital hallway. It's locked. Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels... unsafe.
All nurses are currently
Oh,
busy.
an invitation
Please
from
wait for the next
CTU.
available
Not
nurse.
being in a coma probably helps. My surprisingly large circle... Olivia. She's dead. I know it. I feel it. Thinking of you. I would hope so. No. No, this is wrong. This feels all wrong. Dad and me in Casablanca, locked. All that beach and sunshine, and I'm locked inside. I remember this day vividly. 5 minutes after this picture was taken, there was a sudden influx of naked 70-year-old men, and that's when we realized what kind of beach this was. Dad's been away a lot, traveling. Casablanca's a great place to grow up. I'd almost forgotten this. Come to think of it, I don't remember much from that day. I was there. I was wearing a gown, but who else was there? Dad? Reza? And what was the ceremony like? I just can't remember. Weird.
110%.
Impressive, Rika, but who can argue? The Dreamer has
Something's
changed
wrong.
everything.
The whole graduation thing, something's definitely wrong here.
What are we doing here, Marek? We should be in Dreamtime too.
I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. 2nd place, I think. Jama was so proud. Prouder than my dad, perhaps. Definitely prouder than me.
To escape their dreary, pointless existence.
I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. 2nd place, I think. Maybe I'll go back to Cape Town. Or move to Europolis. I've always wanted to do that.
To say that. But seriously, things are great.
No,
They are
this
so
isn't really me anymore.
Just trust us on that.
Thinking of you. I would hope so. I guess he stops by. Over 200 unread posts. The call button should really be next to the bed. Although, I guess they weren't expecting me to
but
wake up from my
everyone's
coma
frightfully
anytime
busy.
soon.
Your patience is appreciated.
They are so good. Just trust us on that.
Liv had an accident. She's dead. She never sent me a get well card.
What are you doing, Zoe? You shouldn't be on your feet. Come on, I'll tuck you in and read you a little story, just like in the old days.
Helena was never part of our lives. It was just me and Dad. She abandoned us when I was an infant.
You don't look well, Zoe. You're probably seeing things.
We talked about going to
Please lie
Svalbard, but we
down.
never did.
Just for a
We
minute.
broke up, and that
I'll
trip
watch
it
over you.
never happened.
This isn't helping anyone, Zoe. You're just going to ruin everything. Please stop.
I didn't
Please go
graduate.
back to bed.
I dropped out.
Go back to sleep,
mean-
Zoe.
Sometimes I wish I hadn't. But this is a false memory. Oh my god. This isn't real. This place is a hallucination. Or a projection. I need to get out of here.
Look what you've done. Why couldn't you just leave things be? We could be happy.
Something's wrong. This place and you. You're all wrong. You're not you.
That doesn't make any sense, Zoe. Of course I'm me. I've always been me. Wonkers, your old friend. Your best friend in the whole world.
You look the same, but you don't act the same, and you don't sound the same. It's like someone put you together from memory, but they didn't get the details right. They didn't know you like I know you, and they probably figured it wouldn't matter. That's what's wrong with this whole place. It's made of memories, and some of them are not right. Europolis, Arcadia. I wasn't dreaming. They were real. This is the dream, or a dream made physical by me. I made this, and I can see through it.
But I'm real, Zoe? Aren't I?
Of course you are, Wonkers. Of course you're real.
Are you sure you don't want to play a game? We haven't played a game in so long.
I'm sorry, Wonkers.
Okay, then. Promise to wake me up later?
I promise.
Nighty-night.
I'll miss you too, but... What's this? Is this a one-way window? Have they been observing me? Fuck.
Bib, stop that. It's not a toy. You could kill someone. Someone you don't want to kill.
Send for a healer, you cretins! My legs are broken!
What do we do with her?
I haven't decided yet. We have enough on Sister Alessandra to hold a summary court-martial and execute her. Or we send her to Sadir to stand trial. She'll face death. Or worse, a solitary life sentence in the black hole. To be honest, I think that decision should be yours.
She's murdered thousands, and she believes she's right. She must stand trial. But we don't know what's happening in Sadir. Someone may want to protect our people. Must know the truth. Alessandra needs to stand trial for what she's murdered. Our people must know the truth. She must stand trial. But she's murdered. Court-martial and execution.
Very well. Hannah from the tower. May the goddess have mercy on your dark soul, Alessandra.
You can't do this. I have the Council's approval. There are powerful people in charge. You'll all rot in shadow, I swear to the goddess. You'll burn for eternity.
What now, Kian?
We go back, and we end this. Can I count on your help?
You can. When I followed you here, I had no idea. I had my suspicions. I don't trust Vamon and Saya. They've been lying to us, and they're planning something. But I was blinded by faith and my trust in the Council. I followed you so that I could arrest you, kill you if necessary, to have my eyes opened this way. A veil's been lifted, all thanks to you, and the Dolmari, of course. Your man Liko. I failed you. I failed our nation. And I'm sorry for that, Kian, for distrusting you. I should have known better.
He should have known better than to brand me a traitor. But I understand I'm disappointed in him. He should know me better than to think I would knowingly betray my people. But I won't confront him about it. Our friendship may never be the same. But we need to put this behind us and move on. I'm disappointed in him. He should know me better than... He should have known better. I gave you reason to doubt me.
I'm not so sure about that, Kian. I acted rashly and...
General, Harmy, I forgive you. There's one thing I must know. Who told you that Liko and I had gone to Gien?
Mother Utana. Don't ask me how she knew. She has her sources. She urged me to follow you.
She wanted you to see this with your own eyes.
Perhaps so, but how would she know what I'd find here?
She trusted me.
Yes, although, if she already knew the truth, why did she say nothing? It wouldn't have been better to keep me in Mercuria and arrest Vamon and Saya?
I'm sure she had her reasons, Harmy. Is your cloud ship ready to bring us back?
The fastest ship in the fleet. We'll be there in less than 3 days.
Enough time to lay plans along the way. I need your most trusted men to fight alongside the rebels, against Vamon's troops.
They will. There are fewer of us than there are of them, but we have the light on our side. We'll follow your command, Kian. To the first mountain, if it be so. What about the Dolmari? Liko?
He's speaking to the prisoners. He'll accompany us. I'll send for him. Liko will expect his people to be brought back to Mercuria, or given free passage to wherever they want to go.
I give you my word, as soon as the conflict has been resolved,
We'll have to leave young Bip with his parents, or I'm sure he'll try to sneak on board our ship. Bip, time to go.
Everything's ready for the ceremony, Your Excellency. The engineers have informed me that the engine is ready. Whenever you wish to begin.
My men have been posted around the city, ready to handle any unrest. Though I don't expect any. This being Reap Moon's Eve, most of the peasants will be too drunk to pay attention.
Is there anything else you need, Prophet?
You've done all I've asked. With the General away, there will be fewer distractions to worry about. The Office of Scientific Progress has proven itself a loyal servant to the Goddess. The support in Sadir has been unwavering. I am pleased with your work.
Thank you, Prophet. We live to serve the Goddess.
Where is the First?
In her room, praying for the success of our mission. She did not want to overshadow this ceremony with her presence. Her humility makes her a worthy one of the Six.
You deserve all the glory tonight, sister. You, and the Commander, of course. When I activate the engine, a new era will begin. We will shape this world according to the wishes of the Goddess. Magic will finally be eradicated. The transition may cause fear and unrest for a time, but I trust you to handle this with authority and efficiency.
Of course.
I must prepare. When I am ready, I'll send word to you. You will have the privilege of telling the people of this city they're witnessing the birth of a new era.
Harmy has returned. With Kian. He's joined the Resistance.
What? Who told you this?
They've been trying to recruit my men. Some have turned, though most have not.
Why didn't you inform the Prophet?
And have him cast us from the top of the tower. We'll handle this. The Prophet will never know.
Mother Utana and the First, they can't know either. They might interfere.
You take care of them. I will take care of the Resistance and Harmy. Once and for all. Soon it won't even matter. Tonight, once the engine is active.
We take control, yes, I know. I just... We didn't need this. Not when we're so close, after all that we've...
Don't worry yourself, sire. Proceed as planned.
Yes. Yes.
Long ago, when I was a boy, exploring the mountains close to my village, I met an old Dormari man, herding his stone goats. Our two people were officially at war, but there were still Dormari tribes near our village and some trade between humans and magicals. The old man spoke with kindness, fed me dried fruits and goat's milk, and told me I had magic in me, just like his grandchildren. When I returned home and told my mother, she commanded me to never speak a word of this to my father. And then she leaned in and whispered something in my ear I'll always remember. Magic, she said, is a part of everything. Magic is in the wind and rain, the stones and the ocean. It's in me, my mother said. And it's in you. Your heart, your mind, your blood. We've been at war with magic for most of my life. But I've never forgot my mother's whispered words. And I've always felt it in me. Felt that magic's a part of me. For decades, I've fought it, denied it, rejected it. Tonight, that fight ends, and another begins. This is no longer a war between humans and magicals. This is a battle for the very soul of our world. If you will have me, if you accept us, we stand with you all. We fight at your side.
Tonight, we put aside our differences, our history, our grievances, and we stand united as one. Humans and magicals, Azadi and Northlanders. We are all Arcadians. Our eyes have been opened to the truth of what's being done to magicals. The Prophet has deceived the Azadi people. The engine is a weapon aimed at us all. We don't yet know what this ceremony will bring, but if we don't act tonight, in the face of death, we shall live to regret it tomorrow. General Hami will lead sorties against Vamon's men, force their surrender, and push through to the commander and Sister Saya. Those who refuse to lay down their arms, we fight. As hard as it will be to strike at your own brothers, there's no other choice. Your goal is to apprehend Saya and Vamon, alive if possible, dead if necessary. You'll take your commands from the General. Any misgivings you may have must be put to rest now. I trust Hami with my life. And tonight, so shall you. The engine must be destroyed. We don't know what it's truly for or how it works, but the Prophet means to reshape the world using its powers. This isn't magic. It's something darker than sorcery. Something older and infinitely more dangerous. Let's stop it. Let's stop them all from destroying our world, from destroying magic. Let's do this in the memory of our absent comrades. Shepard, Bob who can see, Enu. There's been enough death. Come back alive. You've received your assignments. Prepare to move out. And when this night is over, let's all return here to watch the sun rise on a new Mercuria.
You know what to do, Kian?
Ferdows will shut down the engine from the control room near the green. In order to do that, he needs me inside the tower.
You'll go alone?
I've been inside before. It will be easier on my own. Anna will escort Ferdows and keep him safe.
I wish we could fight side by side tonight, but your task is more important. And more perilous.
You'll have the Resistance by your side.
I couldn't ask for better company. My men won't flinch from their duty. When they learned what was being done to the non-humans, and what the camps were for. I wish there was time to spread the truth further. But instead, we're forced to fight our own. We can only hope that most choose to surrender, rather than remain loyal to Vamon.
I'm sure they will, once they find themselves facing you. Civil war is a terrible thing, Hami. Most men shy from it. I don't envy you your task tonight.
We do what we must. Goddess protect you, Kian. If all goes well, we'll talk again soon.
We shall.
I stand with you, Kian. And I'm not the only one. Look around. These men and women would all lay down.
Hami's men stand with us, but too many are still loyal to Vamon. So much is on that man's shoulders tonight.
I'll join Enique's team going into Coldstone. If we can free the imprisoned rebels, we'll improve our chances. And if
I'm proud
is
of them.
still alive.
After the raid on the Enclave, I wouldn't have blamed them for giving up. It's a good thing Hami had Fadao's hidden in a safe place, away from Vamon and Saya. Fadao's will help us shut down the engine. If we accomplish that, then half the battle is won.
But refuse to take orders from Commander Vamon. They've shamed the Empire, him and Sister Saya.
I'll pray for them. Every single one of them.
Sorry I ever doubted you. What you did for those poor prisoners on Guyenne. I'll follow you into the fires of the Seven Hells.
That was a good speech. They will follow you to their deaths if necessary.
I hope that won't be needed. It's enough to know that we stand united. It's what we've been fighting for. And I no longer have to feel torn between two worlds. All right. Everyone looks ready. Let's do this. For Shepard. For Enu.
For Shepard. For Bob who can see. For all who were lost.
Anna. Elena, we haven't...
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not...
talked, and... Sorry, what were you saying?
Nothing. Don't worry about it, Kian. Really. I'm glad you're back and in one piece. We have a job to do. We can talk after.
Good, yes. After. We really should.
I'll escort Ferdos to the engine house in the green and watch over him while he does whatever it is that he needs to do. Kian, are you sure we can trust him?
Do we have a choice? Yes, I believe we can.
Okay. He'll be ready when you found your way into the tower.
Something Hami said. Whether she is Utana's trusted source or not. Thank you.
That's it. Thank you. We might never see each other again, and...
I can't give her what she desires most. Words can never bridge the gap between us. I can't give her everything she's hoping for. We'll see each other again.
Really? Well, if you say so. You have a lot to learn about women, Kian. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Elena.
Are we leaving soon? Because if we wait much longer, I'm afraid I'll just curl up into a ball and be of no use to anyone.
The streets are crowded with revelers, and the Azadi are staying out their way. There's no better time. This whole reaping thing is giving them the willies. It's way too pagan for our pious occupiers.
I'll find a way into the heart of the tower.
And we'll stand by and wait for you to contact us.
You still believe you can shut the engine down remotely, Fadaos?
With your help? Unless they've disconnected the pipes. Yes, I believe so. I know they're still waiting on the final calculations to be sent to the tower, so if we hurry...
Then let's not waste any more time.
Just get inside the tower and find the engine and contact us via the speaking tube. I'll walk you through the steps needed for me to take control, and then I'll force the engine to crash.
Crash?
If we feed it the wrong instructions, the engine will stop working. Like a cloud ship that, crashes into a mountainside. It's complicated, but really quite easy.
We'll have to take your word for it.
I've worked on the engine for years. I know how it operates.
Let's go. Be safe, Kian. If you die, I'll be very cross with you.
Appears to turn man into beast. They've lost all vestiges of self-control. It's painful to watch.
Cheers, everyone! Bottoms up!
Here's a pretty
This bloody night never end. We'll dig wells in the endless desert before I volunteer for duty in Mercuria during Dreamfall. If we're lucky, they'll burn the city.
Good Alcuin. Nice Alcuin.
he should get involved.